In October 2024, a man walked into his bank and wired out $90,000. That doesn't sound dramatic until you realize that wire transfer represented half of everything he had left in the world. Just months before that, he had been flying first class to Paris and Rome to celebrate his 28th birthday. He had a 7-bedroom house with a swimming pool, a movie theater, and a pool table. And he had made $9 million in his 20s, $9 million, and now he had $180,000 left, and half of that was gone in one wire transfer. This is the story of JT Flanco, a man who built one of the biggest course-selling empires online, and how it all came apart in a way that reveals something very uncomfortable about the entire industry he was a part of. If you were in the Amazon FBA or online business space in the early 2020s, you probably came across JT Flanco at some point. His whole brand was built around a simple idea. He figured out how to make serious money selling products on Amazon, and he was going to teach you how to do the same. And to be fair, the results were real. By the time he was in his mid-20s, he was generating $500,000 a month every single month for almost 2 years straight. He had a team of 40 employees, he had a full business operation, and he had built what looked from the outside like exactly what every young person who watches online business content is trying to build: the dream, the proof that it works. But here is where the story gets interesting, because there were actually 2 businesses running at the same time. There was his Amazon business, selling actual products online, and there was his course business, teaching other people how to sell on Amazon. And the course business was the one making the real money. He made millions of dollars teaching people how to make thousands of dollars, and he turned that into a full career. Now I know how that sounds, and we are going to get into exactly what that means in a moment. But first, let us understand how the machine actually worked. The model was built around what is called a live challenge or virtual event. You run ads on Facebook and Instagram, you get people into a free 5-day event, and then on day 4, you pitch them a high-ticket program, anything from $7,000 to $20,000. It is a funnel that many online educators use, and when it works extremely well. JT had done this event so many times that to his team it was just another routine launch, and for a long time the math was clean. He was spending roughly $80 to acquire one paying ticket to the event, packing the room and converting enough of those people into $10,000 coaching clients to keep the whole operation running. The business was essentially a machine for turning ad spend into high-ticket sales, and at its peak that machine was printing money. But there is something important you need to understand about this model, and about the course industry in general. The product being sold is belief. The belief that you can do what the person on screen did, and the moment that belief starts to feel shaky, the whole thing can collapse faster than almost any other business model out there. Because you're not selling a product with a clear utility, you are selling a vision of a future life. And people only buy that vision when the person selling it looks completely certain. By late 2024, something had shifted. JT was spending more and more to get fewer and fewer people through the door. His cost per event registration had jumped from $80 to $300. That is nearly 4 times what it used to cost to bring someone in. And instead of stopping and reassessing, he went all in. He had a $400,000 line of credit with Meta from years of being a high-volume advertiser, and he started burning through it. $10,000 a day on ads, and here is something he admitted himself. He was so afraid to look at the numbers that he just kept spending without checking the account. By the night before his biggest event of the year, he had spent $200,000 in credit money he did not have. He was sitting in his basement in that 7-bedroom house, and he noticed flies swarming a light on the ceiling. Then he realized he had missed garbage collection twice. He had been so deep in the chaos of trying to save the business that his own house had started to rot around him. The event happened, and by most measures it went well. Great presentation, strong pitch, good energy. But when he went to check the applications after the pitch, there was almost nothing there. Crickets. He made $70,000 from an event he spent $200,000 to run. He owed Meta $200,000. His team overhead alone was $120,000 a month. The math simply did not work anymore. And so a few weeks before Christmas, he sat down with a team of 40 people who had no idea any of this was happening, and he let go of almost all of them. $9 million made, and he was left with just enough to cover his grandparents' rent for 1 more month. Now here is why this story matters beyond just being a dramatic rise and fall. JT himself said something in his confession video that I think is the most honest thing anyone in this industry has ever said out loud. He said, and I am paraphrasing, "Maybe I was never actually that good at running a business. Maybe I was good at selling the idea of running a business. And that is the question you need to ask every single time you see someone selling a course or a coaching program. Is this person making money from the thing they are teaching, or are they making money from teaching it? Because those are two completely different skill sets. The dirty secret of the online course industry is that the funnel itself, the ads, the events, the high-ticket pitch, becomes the actual business. The Amazon expertise or the dropshipping knowledge or whatever the topic is, that becomes secondary. And the people paying $10,000 or $20,000 for a program are essentially funding the ads that bring in the next round of people paying $10,000. It is not a scam in the traditional sense, but it is a system that is designed to look like proof of concept when it is really proof of marketing. So what should you do with this? Be very specific about what you are evaluating when you consider buying into any program. Ask yourself, is this person still actively doing the thing they are teaching? Not just occasionally, not just as a case study from 3 years ago, right now, actively. And if their main source of income is the program itself, that tells you everything you need to know. JT Flanco is now starting over. He is back in his grandparents' garage. He says he wants to build something real this time, without courses, without the funnel. And honestly, that story, whatever comes next for him, is probably going to be more valuable than anything he sold for $10,000, because this time he does not have the option to sell a vision. He has to actually build something. If you want to see more videos breaking down how these business models actually work and what separates real entrepreneurs from people who are good at selling entrepreneurship, subscribe. More of this is coming.